is what I need. Your love's what I need. Your love is what I need.
All right, what is up? What is up? We are back with more Final Fantasy 16 tonight. Also, Allie, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm stream manager. Now, last time, we battled our way through the Kingdom of Waloed, taking down legions of orcs and Akashic, before a final challenge was unleashed, a hulking behemoth. Once at the gateway, Clive and Joshua are given the chance to press onward allowing him to destroy the Mother Crystal and confront Ultima as Jill, Gav, and Dion defend the entrance. Now, inside, the brothers arrive at what has been Ultima's home for the past millennia. A distorted and crumbling structure, reminiscent of a birdcage, where he had been biding his time until a vessel for his nightmarish visions finally appeared. After a fierce battle, Clive and Joshua make their escape, but as they do so, we are given a scene of Ultima having teleported away, now at what remains of the Holy Empire of Sandbreak. As the lumbering tower draws a tremendous amount of ether, ripping the entire nation into the sky, revealing a staggering ancient ruin, and becoming a final floating battleground, which is where we left off, preparing for the finale and wrapping up the remaining side quests. Let's get right into it. Continue. Alright, we still have a handful to do. So, why don't we go ahead and pull up the big map. Something to turn in at the hideaway? Where? Ah, never mind. We have a new mission to pick up in our missives folder. Alright. Don't jump. Ooh, concern for Jill? The pen is mightier. What's from Josh? Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. We would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak more on this in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Priceless. You know, we could also ask her, but I guess that's out of the question. I guess he's by the boat elevator. What up, little bro?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
And it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Fight a whole bunch of bandits. All right. Well, this seems like a good place to start. Make for Man's Hill. Ooh, it is close. We'll head to Hawkscry Cliff. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. My favorite kind of subquest.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Someone with a backyard. I thought we were just gonna ask Harpocrates. There isn't a chest here, is there? Let's see. Ah, bummer. An incredible view, though. Right, back to the hideaway. Who are we speaking to?
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
There's only one way to find out. Now, I believe I still need one orichalcum
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us.
in order to make the final sword.
That should tide us over until the new moon.
And I think one of these side quests gives it out as a reward. Although I don't think it's this one. Hello, Frederica.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Off to Oilfists Bay we go. Where is it? That's not Sandbreak. Neither is that. I guess Northreach? Ooh, and it's right here.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
And who'll pay for that?
Who'd you think?
He's testing his recruit here?
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you.
Philip, what's up, Nazaire?
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me.
Wow.
No magic, No support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out.
And he's got quite the
Taught me what
schnoz.
one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
Indeed.
So, what? Have I passed?
You wish.
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Are we have to follow him? Are we actually?
Impress me.
Are we actually making him steal a logbook from soldiers?
Faster!
And we're really like throwing him into the fire. This one. Yeah. Oh, I think we go up here. I don't think I've ever been up here.
These are clean kills. Perhaps your member really is ready.
Assuming it was him. Uh-oh.
Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ooh.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Yeah, don't hug it.
Then run!
Oh my god.
You'll have to go through me.
That's right. Early. Oh! I think I have the AP thing on. And not the dodge accessory. Alright, I think we got it though. It's a tater tot Avis. Ugh. Alright, we'll save gouge. 50k, not bad. Nice try. Oh! Just out of range. Get over here. Gotcha. Ooh, did we level up? We did. We're now level 47. Excellent.
Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Well, he's really fast when he wants to be. Hallmark of an excellent scout. Yeah, there's no hidden loot, is there? There's not. Alright. Ooh, you know what? Let me put on that ring again before I forget. Yes, the Berserker ring.
A fortress?
Who'd you think?
I'm looking for a 5-dress.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job?
Oh my god, he got the logbook.
I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Fucking legendary. He used us as the distraction.
This won't be an easy decision.
Oh yeah, it will. He is so in. Are you kidding? All right, let's go get these flowers.
Come on.
Boy.
Back to the stables, girl.
I guess I can't ride her in here.
What does the dame have to say about all this, I wonder?
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. He's wearing his uniform.
Oh, right. He resigned once the Duke took over.
Will you stand with me again?
Philippe's gone. Who's our new captain? One of the Duke's guard, most likely.
Welcome back.
I'm not sure I trust her, Sabine.
None worth mentioning.
It's like you're still deciding from, like, between someone in their family to lead Northreach. Oops. Right, we should be getting near there. I'm guessing atop this hill. Sort of a plateau.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Okie dokie. Oh, oops. Oh, this wolf is super dead. We'll line him up a bit. There we go. Hold on, how did you get buffed? One of you knows magic? Oh my god, it's you. Not that. Whoa. There we go. Oh.
What do you see, boy?
Ooh. Hello.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Olay.
Only one way to find out. Nice try.
Nice try. A little early. Got the partial though. Wow, this thing is tanky. There we go. Oh. Right, we might get judgment bolts in time, hopefully. Perfect. Oh. Alright, hopefully Josh and Torgal can distract them for a bit. Some magic. There we go. Nice. Now it's just the dregs. Oh, and we received a Minotaur main.
That was harder than I expected.
Not really.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
So are we, like, taking her back there? I didn't see them pick any.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Who knew the Phoenix would be the most legendary of wingmen? Right, where is she? She's on the balcony. Oh, Jill.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Oh, she's ready for Coachella.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Hey now.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Aww.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
All right, quest complete. Priceless. Oh, we got 7,000 experience for that. Ooh. Ah, that must be her ult. Reduces diamond dust cooldown time by 7.5 seconds. Hopefully she becomes a permanent party member. Like Josh did. Joining hands with Jill. Oh, let's go! Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Echoes of the Fallen questline. Oh, this is a DLC one. A new questline, Echoes of the Fallen, is now available by speaking with Karen at her stall in the Hideaway. Ooh, as well as the Rising Tide. Perfect. Oh, looks like another one opened up. Hold on. Is that the Veil? Isabel isn't going to be running the Veil anymore? Wonder who her replacement's going to be.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this duke.
I would speak with this Duke. Sure you would.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Oh my.
The duke would have me clapped in irons.
Oh, and there she is.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
For you, anything.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine.
Oh, shit.
And it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action.
Super
Indeed,
silly.
I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
Okay.
Who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer.
That's a really weird
We
hat.
must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you.
You'd like host
As I
a
see that
whole
your
dinner
mind is
party
made
on
up,
that thing.
I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
I said good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Bet you would. Under a new management too. All right, to the market.
Your town needs you.
I need you.
Saw the captain just now.
This is the right market, right? It is. Okay. I'm gonna be so sad once this game is over.
So you are content to abandon the people to their...
Oh, whoops.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
Voldemort?
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Aye, aye. Alright, now where's this Gregor's Weep? Ooh. It's not too far. Yeah! I have no idea what we're looking for, though. Slay the enemies.
The reports were true.
Ah, Akashic.
I get to the town.
They're all lined up. There's more. Ah. Take out the specters first. They have a habit of buffing everything. There we go. Oh, I was hoping they'd walk into it. Stay down. Large stomp into sword slash, true combo. Ooh, close one. Gotcha.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
A wise decision. Ooh.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Oi.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
For Steve Harvey.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive!
That's right, you tell him.
I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
For Northreach! She really should be the one to lead this place.
You heard the dame? What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Mwah.
The men have their orders. and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured, the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I've fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Always do.
Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
All right. On to Oriflamme. So how you doing, Melina? Thank you for stopping by. That's right, it is time. But first... All right, the DLC missions. I have been told that the move Worm Tail is exceptional at doing stagger damage. However, I do not see it. Sworn it was an Ifrit ability. Although I guess Bahamut was the only dragon. Yeah, I cannot find it. Oh, I didn't max out Thunderstorm? Okay, well, we'll do that. I've just been using it unupgraded. Oh, I need, what is that, 27 points? Take something out of here. That's right, easy work. Should be no problem.
I want steel in the hands of every man or woman willing to fight.
Where is the exit? Here we go.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Yeah.
There are so many of them.
All right, we'll try and line them up as we can. Okay, it does look like they're just targeting us. It's very convenient. That's right, it's pulled in. Ooh, okay. Thank you, iframes. Get over here. Oh.
Is it over?
No. It's only just
Oh, baby. He didn't shoot it at us. I like it. Well, we got hyper armor. Ah, oh my god. Thank you, Jill. Oh my goodness.
Guess we're all ready.
Good enough. Don't step on me. Only Benedicto can do that. Okay, we got the partial. Oh, a little too slow. There we go. Well, let's go for gouge right now. Oh, we dodged it. Uh-oh. There we go. On your knees. This Undertaker doesn't know he's about to get buried. That's right. We got it.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls at the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship. I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief.
Hey now.
Today there are more than ever before.
They've certainly earned it.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together.
Here,
And
here.
that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
All right, to the Vale. Ah, yes, because nothing unites people like one person telling everyone else what to do. Yeah, for sure.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Oh?
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again.
Jesus Christ.
So we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you.
Do you now?
Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
All right, quest complete. Oh, we did get Orichalcum. Actually, I think what I needed was Dark Steel. And I have completely forgotten where to get it. But we might be able to make armor now that we have a surplus of Orichalcum. Let's see. Back to the map we go. Let's head to Dravozd. I believe that's the mining and smithing town that Blackthorn hails from. Oh, okay, it's not here. Aiming high. Yeah. Storm a Panther.
Here we are again. Karava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
Yeah, Torgor. You were a turtle. Where would you go? Ah, in the open. How convenient.
It looks like we found him.
Ooh, okay. Shoot magic.
Too slow.
Nice try. Oi. Okay, we juke that. Yeah. Excellent. Semi-prime. Solid damage. Not quite. Get down here. Oh my goodness, Kiri Bloodrose, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? I hope it went well. All right, we took it down. And we've been granted an Adamantoise shell for our efforts.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Sounds good. Is there anything else to do here? Oh, there is. Ah, but I can't warp there. Ah, right, Baklad. Right, I guess we'll go here first. I am extremely... See what? Oh, that, yes. You mean the giant floating city? Yes, I have seen it.
Is it?
I'm extremely curious to see what these DLC missions are about. All right.
Let's go.
Fly. Take a wide berth. Oh. Right, we're nearly there. They're still not letting anyone pass, huh?
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
B. Hayes? Probably not.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Uh-oh. Yuri Blood Rose from the Rumble side. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, hello. How you doing? I hope your stream was well. Went amazing. Thank you so much again. So what were you playing? Let me know. What's A bannerless commandant. So they just took it upon themselves. Ow, you dorks. To just like guard this gate for no reason. I reacted to the Chris Chan arrest video. Oh, you know what? I think I have seen that. Had a caller with a lot to say, really? Like what? Okay, who keeps healing this twerp? Is it you? Stop that. Ow. Okay, enough of that. Is it you? You nerd? Enough of your magic pew-pews. Okay. We talked about this shiz the world turned into. Yeah, there's certainly a lot to say, for sure. Okay, we hit him from the back. Ew. Okay, we got him. Enemy slain.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Ooh.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question.
And what's that?
What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well...
the veil.
We need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
Oh.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis.
Mm-hmm.
Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in pt.XIV.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Ah.
Hope I can convince him at least.
Is he really the best we've got to convince them? Sure. Yeah, I didn't realize just how, I guess, popular or maybe infamous Chris Chan actually is. 'Cause I think I had seen a video prior to the arrest one. Like on him, it was just like pushed to me. And that story is freaking crazy. Although I'm not sure I even know what he was arrested for. Alright, but where are we headed to? Lost Wing? I think so. Ah, it's still flooded. I wonder if they built out more living spaces at this vineyard or not. 'Cause I think there were only like a couple of houses. At least prior to the fall of Lost Wing. Who are you? Hello, Scout.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
That's right. Alright, where's Quentin?
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
That would be great.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lost Wing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Alright, back to the hideaway we go. I've always wanted to try a meat pie, but they aren't really a thing here in the States. At least not that I'm aware of. And apparently there's this chain that I had heard of called Pie Face that is supposedly pretty good. So if I ever did go to like the UK or Europe or Australia even, I'd probably make a pit stop there. I need to close that. What is up, Byron?
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion.
Oh, I'm sure.
Luckily, I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
We did?
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Oh my god.
When the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Indubitably. Oh, they meant right now.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. Ah, but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Oi.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
That's right.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Okay, fair.
More onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist.
We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us. Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord.
The Honda Accord.
History hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony.
Oh, we're about to get turned? Hell yes.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Yes, the Menazi Tri-Unity.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
I'll put it on my shelf next to my saddle. Three's Company completed. Wow, we got a lot of experience for that. Almost 10,000. Heaven's Cloud. Ah, okay. That's Odin's abilities. Oh, we're at the bottom. Okay, well, now that we've completed under New Management 2, a new bounty is supposed to have been opened up, which will net us the final dark steel that we need to make the best sword in the game. So let's go take that down very quickly.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Neither did you,
What's up, Nectar? Oh. Okay, so it's the Grim Reaper. Although it looks like both are in Sandbreak. Alright, so that's where the flowers were. We'll head there. Should be at Northreach. Just cut through the town. Now, it is rank A, but we should have a level advantage. I can't imagine it'll be too difficult.
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Yeah. I believe it's on that ridge there. Also, we do have Jill and Josh with us. That should help out. Oh, is it further up? Right. Oh, I didn't realize it was all flooded up here. Ah, there it is. The Grim Reaper.
Straight home now.
The Prince of Death. Nice try. A little early. Ooh. Oh. Okay. There we go. Get over here. Oh, so close. Okay. All right, we got the stagger. Whoa. Alright, looks like we'll need 2 of those. Uh-oh. Keep dodging. Aren't you fancy? Perfect. Get the partial. God, the battle music is so good in this. Ooh. Oh! Nelly. Do all the things. Little too fast. Yeah, a little too early with that one. Okay, we got it. And there it is. The final material that we need.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Alright, let's go ahead and head back to Blackthorn. GG! Thank you, thank you.
So what do I owe the honor? So, what'll it be?
It's time to make the Götter Damerung. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Götter Damerung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh, half past twilight. Craft the legendary sword.
And?
Alright, let's head to the Arete Stone, because I'm curious to see what it looks like. Appearance. Everdark Invictus. Where'd it go? Here's Excalibur. Take it off. Ooh, I like it. We'll rock this for a bit. Now, I think there was another bounty in Sandbreak.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear.
I'll just mark it in my memory. Let's see. The Penitent's Gate in Sandbreak. Okay. Well, let's go turn these in.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Does Ember deserve passing marks? I would say so. He used us as a frickin' diversion. And still made it away with the logbook in that tower.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half.
No, what?
Wouldn't waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place.
And that's what counts.
Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Alright, quest complete. Trial and error. Oh, we got a lot for that one, too. Oh, we still have so many. We'll turn in silver linings. And I believe we have the oil for mid as well. Yeah.
You alright?
Always.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, Families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
Aww.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Ed is due any day now. And I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Offer to help Gav complete the gift? Of course.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo.
Like ambrosia?
Out lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Alright, quest accepted. Also, I lost my Wi-Fi connection. I think I'm still live. Alright. Let's go turn in this mid quest.
Say what you will. Maybe Karen has seen us.
Before we head on out. It is her, right? Yes, okay.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Oh, we also needed that shell. Okay.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Oh my god.
the children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
Ah, that's right.
But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Oh, like you've never disassembled something before. Hopefully they still have it.
Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
What's up, twerps?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling, everything we can find.
Oh no.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
Oh my god.
Just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, we now have the brass cogwheel. If anyone's gonna build the future, it's definitely Mid. Give her some gears and watch the magic happen. That's right. She's brain, skill, and charm all wrapped into one. She most certainly is. I've returned!
Well, did they have it?
And then some. An overlooked component of Mid's deconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but Mid.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect!
You're a genius, Clive.
That's high praise.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place? Well, you just wait and see. That should do it.
What is this? An airship for ants?
Here goes nothing.
How are we supposed to ride on this?
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
You're not wrong.
People lose their homes, children, their mums, and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics. and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find him.
Oh, hell yeah.
A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
That's right. It's all about the motion of the ocean or something. Oh, and we received the model airship. Let's see. Is there anything else to turn in? There is not. So, I guess we can head to Martha's Rest now. Oh, it's right here.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Hello, traveling trader.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. You're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some guide hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
What a weird thing to think someone lied about.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy.
Well, like, how could you possibly brag about being attacked by an oversized chicken? Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to leave. Oh, was I supposed to find that guy? I thought we were just gonna go to Eastpool.
Whoever's idea it was to take those bearers away.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
Right, let's take a peek inside of Martha's Rest. Maybe he's taking a breather? Nope. Well, I do need to buy a few more potions over here.
Much obliged.
Right.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Oh, hello.
Let's get this stall set out.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck.
Sounds
Didn't
about
bring
right.
them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Is there another merchant? I did not see any.
I've
got greens of all shapes and sizes.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars.
Oh, here we go. Hello, grocer.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Yeah, there's only one way to find out.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah!
Can hardly make out a blooming thing.
We're not alone.
Alright. Ooh. Man, I still wish we could get one of those lightsabers, but there are none. For us to use, anyway.
Tracks. Not left by bandits for a change.
Oh, it's all good. I did take the day off yesterday. And it was delightful. Oh my god, I went too far. Ah, it's that abandoned shack. Let's see. How do I get in here? Oh my goodness. Ambrosia, I know you can jump over that fence. It's like 3 inches tall.
More tracks. And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
I appreciate that. Not that streaming is, like, necessarily difficult. Although I do think I am gonna try out what Riddler and Disparity are doing. And just record some stuff and then see how that goes as well. That does seem to be the strat.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, but we have found the feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, please don't fight me.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Indeed.
No trouble at all.
Still, I appreciate it.
Yeah, the editing is what I'm looking forward to the least. Especially nowadays, because it seems like the meta is heavily edited. Just so it's not like exceedingly long and then there's still pacing. Then you have to develop like a style potentially. There's a lot more that goes into it than certainly I would have thought.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
To the people of the north, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune. The mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop. According to Gav, at least.
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword.
Are you now?
What Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
I'm glad they made it here, alright. Is she in the infirmary? Ah, she is.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
And by us, I mean Gav.
Clive, Fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Oh, we know. We know you're thirsty, Gav.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
Ah, you know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Quest complete. Oh, and we received some winter mead. I said I was thirsty. That is quite the quote. Yeah, I think to start out, I would probably try out the LP style videos, since that's a little bit easier.
They'll come back.
Of course they will. It's just a big...
I don't know. Maybe it just depends on the game too. I have no idea. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, what is next? Oh, I totally forgot about this side of the map. I guess we'll start in Aistla. But where? Let's see. Okay, to the right. So Higurashi is just the ending and intros out. Right, yeah. That's why I explained it to you like I did when you were on the podcast, yeah. Once I get into it, you'll figure it out.
Run like the wind.
Yeah! Yeah, it's certainly a lot to think about.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Oh, we finally get to enter here. Sweet. What? There's a whole town back here?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Oh.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Hold on, they came here to turn Akashic?
Let us be made pure.
Oh, these people are nuts. Ooh, loot. That was a very fancy sound. If all else fails, you could hire an editor. That's when that's when I know I've made it. Most definitely. Alright, is there any other free loot to be had? Does not look like it. Alright, a weary traveler. I need to have some words with you. Oh, he's a member of the Undying.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
Oh, we have.
Devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Oh.
Okay, then, my lord. Something is happening.
That can't be good.
I'll go find out what. Stay here.
Oh, the flood is poured in. Looks like their prayers have been answered.
Oh no. echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Oh.
Ready.
Right, none of them do magic.
Stay down.
Stay down. Ouch. Oh, he lived. There we go.
What now?
Oh, shit.
We meet again.
Titus.
Killed your kind before.
Oof. Oh, he does like a freaking aftershock. Okay. We'll top off. Oof. That was a close one. There we go. Get over here! Oh! The explosion had way more range than I thought it would. Not bad. 80,000 damage. Ooh. There we go. Oh! The freaking turn and burn. He's learning. Oh, a little too slow with that. Ow. Stop it. There we go. Oh, we got Judgment Bolt back. Excellent. We got it. Ooh, Fallen Iron.
Damn it. Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. just as I did. When the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashyyyk in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Oh my god. Oh, we're back in Bucklad.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
Let's restock up on some potions.
Of course.
Of course.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
Right, I've returned.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
The Mickelberg Report. The third chair's report into the teachings of an Ashen Savior cult, its outer edges stained with the same man's lifeblood.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them, and you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Alright, quest complete. Oh my god, we got so much experience for that. Oh, and they opened up my mind. Collects 6 signboards. Alright, where should we head to next? Suppose the Ravenwit walls. So high are the ramparts of Ravenwit, one might see the Iron Kingdom from their crown, or so they say. Oh, there's a couple here. Well, there's one inside of the wall. I'll take care of that one.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Oh, then hop to it. Ooh. I can't summon Ambrosia. Alright. You know what? I don't think I explored the castle walls. Oh, I was hoping these bombs were not here anymore. Oh, you are gigantic. We'll just head inside. Hopefully interacting with this will end the fight. Here be Rosfield. Visit all areas on the world and local maps.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
We've got it covered. Oh, hi. Well. That was easy. Balmung Dark Writ of Designation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. For just being a bearer? The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Oh my god. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Oh, I see some loot. We'll stay on the ground floor for now. Come on, line up for me. That's right, right this way. Thank you. Recommendation concerning a Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captors be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers, no longer of use for training purposes, can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Ah, the right side is blocked off. Okay. Up we go. We'll head this way first. What's up, dorks? Rah! Stay down. Oh, we can open this one. Get an empty shard. All right. Let's go find Doris. How did she get through here? Sweet. Right, none of these open.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
We have received the jailer's key. So I wonder where that Kuza beast went. I don't think we've fought it yet. Unless maybe it was that behemoth from earlier?
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh. Eve! Oh, we can enter the courtyard. That's more amber. Oh, someone's alive?
She sounds close.
There she is. We'll loot everything first. Some sharp fangs.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did pt.XIV send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
You got it.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh my god, that thing is huge. Alright, let's go fight it. Yakuza Beast, rank A.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison.
Nice try.
Let that happen.
follow-up. Oh! That backhand. Counting on the stagger. Oop, a little too early. There it is. Get down here! Oh, Ritu, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? It went well. Oh, and Bal, what's good? Did Minecraft. Ooh, very nice. Too long. It was so much. You know, I've got to say, I really do like those, that Hitagana and Katakana streams you've been doing. That's about where my level is. I have not yet made it to kanji. You do? I do. And my reading is really, really weak. Yeah, they're great. I enjoy them. All right, let's take down this beast. Ooh. Ouch. Gotcha. You're welcome. Dodge that somehow. Oh, nice one. Ouch. Right, get down here. Oh, gotta go now since it's a bit late. It's all good. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. I'll fall asleep watching a movie. Ooh. All right. Well, have a good night. And thank you again so much for the raid. Nice. Alright. Safe to move in. Oh! Always just a little slow with that one. Judgment bolts! Oh, and Bal, I should be heading off to bed as well. I'm slightly sick. Oh no! Have a good night, and I hope you get well soon. Have fun with Final Fantasy. I will.
Finally.
Sid, Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Back at the hideaway.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
She kind of reminds me of that girl from Game of Thrones. The really tall one. Right. Oh, we leveled up! Let's go. Now, I want to say 50 is max level, so we are approaching it rapidly. The Breath of Darkness Gungnir. Oh, okay, that's like that flurry attack. Let's see. Looks like there's only 2 more. Oh, and they are both here in Vardagrace. Convenient. Ooh. Oh, they're on separate ends. Start with that one. Ooh, you are humongous.
Good girl.
I don't really want to fight you. Right, stay over there. What's happening? Okay. Well. The Behemoth King, rank S. Ooh boy. Well, I guess we're fighting it.
I don't really want this guard dogs.
Oh. There we go. Oh my god! That was a lot of damage. Good enough, get iframes. Any backhand? It's been a win. Alright, this one has the backhand. Ooh, I like that. Oh. Okay, we got the partial. Maelstrom. And the 4 horsemen. Okay, we got the dodge. Oh, that really matters. Oh! Nice try. Alright, we'll semi-prime. $77K, not bad. Yo, this thing must have like a 200,000 HP. There we go. So sketchy. Oh! Good on you. But not good enough. Do it. Perfect. We'll keep building up our meter a little bit more. Alright, he likes to leap through it. Oh, a little too slow on that. Get your butt back here. There, how do you like it? Okay, you are fine with it. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh my god. Good enough. Oof. Alright, we should have gouge ready by the time we get the partial. Now. Okay. Perfect. I think we're safe here. Thank you, Jill. Okay. Oh. Just made it out of that one. Come on. No. Thankfully we had hyper armor for that. Okay, we got it. That was a doozy. Oh my god, we got 20,000 experience. As well as a behemoth's shackle.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
I really need a merchant.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
We used so many potions on that one. Alright, so this one should be Garnick, an inconvenient truth.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Ah, this is Harpocrates' friend with the rare book collection. That's right. All right, we need to find the book From a Distance. That's not it.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
So sneaky. A complete botany of Banes.
His interests were certainly varied.
The Folklorist's Fabulary. Oh, I think we found it. From a Distance. Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing. The wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. I wonder what changed. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist the persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Avalastean people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valistea came together to sign a continental accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "Bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years after, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it, or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Over my dead body. Wait. Where did you all come from?
Let's see, shall we?
Alright, we'll line them up. At least these guys. Oh, they are so underleveled. They are gonna get freaking wrecked. Ouch. Garuda! Nice try. Perfect. We'll save the semi-prime for the other side quest, potentially. I don't think we're gonna need it. Ouch. It's over. Excellent.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull.
Oi.
So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain.
It's not for you to decide.
You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Alright, before we head back, take down to this other side quest. Since we're here. Oh! We've been spotted. Oh my god, there's so many. Just get me out of here. Come on. Jump for your life. All right, now how do we get in here? Go all the way around. Here we go.
That'll do, girl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry's still here.
The orphanage? Oh, he can't heal me unless we're in battle. Fortunate. Oh, so we're supposed to go in there. Really? Ooh, we got a high potion. Perfect. I was hoping for one of those. We found a graveyard. Ooh. Some crafting materials. All right. I guess we can head inside now. We'll start here, though. Man, I wish we still made buildings like this. Use key. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember finding one.
I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
Why? There's like literally no one here. Here's the writ of incorporation.
Disposed
we
of.
need.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Well, here's the registry. I've not seen a key, though. I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. My fucking god.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
We read that. Are we just breaking down the door? Oh, we're heading into the graveyard. Did this dork really bury the key with him? Also, there's no marker. Oh, there it is.
Forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Only one way to find out.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Oh, we found it. Oh my god.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. Where is the architect of all this misery?
I think we found him.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Nice try. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Alright, he shoots in salvos of 3. Got it. Oh. What you fancy? Judgment bolts. God, all of the abilities in this game are so cool. They all look incredible. Oh, I was hoping to take him out in one go. Alright, we got him. Tons of upgrade materials.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Now, is there really no way to enter this building? Like, will they let me kick it down now? Ah, I guess not. Well, I've returned, Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
A concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Badback Conservatory.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Alright, quest complete. A litany of errors. Now, I believe we need to go turn in the quest to Vivian as well. Then once that's wrapped up, we can speak to Karen. Since that seems to start one of the DLC missions.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
No mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously. It is impossible to say.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you. as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Quest complete. We received the Scholar's Bonnet for our chambers. New quest is available nearby. Where? Ah, in our chambers.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Oh, and this might be the final one. The final Patron's Whisper. Unsigned, every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony, a single note. This is but the beginning. And fore'er shall your legend be told. Fore'er shall your legacy be sung.
Here you are.
Oh, and we received the trophy Careful Whisper. Obtain all available items from your patrons.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Appreciate that. Yep, the last one indeed. Let's check out our missives. Although I don't see a marker. Not entirely sure which one they're talking about. Oh, there is. Making amends. And it's from Harpocrates. Master Clive, I'm aware that there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A tale to tell. Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll speak to Karen after. All right. What do you need, Tomes?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
I am
You
indeed.
spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Really?
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
All right, let's go find us a flower. Now, I did also want to make a pit stop at Blackthorn. I am curious to see if we can make any new armor pieces that are better than what we've currently got. Now that we have some extra orichalcum.
What do you want?
Okay, so we can make the belt. Oh, we can make both. Really? So I gain 3 defense, but I lose 18 health. Sure.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. It'd last you a good while.
I'd better.
And?
Right. Oh, looks like it's back here in Aistla. Hopefully not too far. It's kind of far. Right. I think I need to exit this town here before I can summon Ambrosia. But it is what it is. Hopefully here. Ooh, a chest. Alright. Excellent.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah. Yo, I would, like, never cross this bridge in real life. Like, I can't even imagine making this thing either. Ooh. Alright, let's hightail it out of here.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
There's a waterfall nearby. Where? Just generally here? Oh, we walked out of it. But I do see some loot. Do I actually have to fight that lindworm? Oh my god, this is a waterfall? It is very generous to call it that. Nice try. Oh, we got the parry. Get over here. A while ago I saw a vid of some hotel in Peru where it's just a large pods on the side of a canyon wall. And you have to climb 3 hours just to get to them. Hell no, I would not visit it. Who the hell thought that that was a good idea? Ow. Okay, we got a parry. Alright. This should do it. Ooh, these are pretty.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
But Ryu, the view, take a picture. It's good enough for me.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Records suggest that the wyvern tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms were discovered to lose their hue over time, the gardeners of early Valistea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of their roots instead.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Alright, let's go find Dion. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know he was here. Oh, he is here.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
Why don't you go ask him?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Yo, he better make it out of this freaking final fight. I swear, if they kill him off...
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Alright, quest complete. Bahamut's Mercy. Reduces Gigaflare cooldown by 6 seconds. Alright. Well, let's give Harpocrates a final update.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Of course. Oh, really?
To study the tomes?
What am I missing?
None of the shelves shall ever be open.
Is it really just like the final bounties, maybe? We need like 1 experience to reach level 8. Alright. Well.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal. How hard could it be?
I do think I will end things here for tonight. I do want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a very good night. And we'll see you all tomorrow night with more Final Fantasy XVI. Later.
Love is what I need.